My name is Ismail Ahmed, and I'm a medical school dropout. Before I get into this video, I just want to quickly explain why I'm even starting this channel. This channel isn't for me to, it's not, oh man, I can't believe I'm doing this. This channel isn't meant to be a source of, what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to document my journey. And along the way of that, I'm trying to, trying to show me from zero to wherever I'm going. And with that journey, I think I'm going to be bringing tremendous value to whoever is watching this, people who are in a similar situation as I am. That's the bottom line of why I'm doing this, really. Because I know that there are definitely people out there who went through the same thing that I did, or who are going through the same situation I am. And I just think there's not enough people talking about it. And honestly, I wanted to make a channel so long ago, but I've just been waiting to get to a point where, oh yeah, now I'm ready to give people advice, and now I'm ready to help X, Y, and Z person. And I don't want to help anyone anymore. I don't want to give anyone, well, I want to help people obviously, but I don't want to give anyone advice anymore. I'm not in a position to give anyone advice. Definitely I want to help everyone. I want to help people who are watching in a similar situation as I am, but I just feel like it was so ill-intentioned of me to wait so long to make even this video. Because had I made it before, I probably could have helped someone else. People probably could have helped me through YouTube, through the comment section, through reaching out, whatever. And I just wish I would have done it. I wish I would have done it a year ago even, because that's when my life really hit that wall. So like I said, I'm a medical school dropout. I dropped out exactly a week ago. And it was crazy, really. It was insane. And I guess I'll backtrack a little bit to explain why I was in that position and why I ended up making that decision. And it's a really long, complicated story, but I'll try to sum it up as fast as I can. People who are watching, and if you want to hear the full story, want me to elaborate on my story a lot more, then please comment in the comment section below, and I will definitely make a follow-up video. Like I said, I just want to help as many people as I can, and I want you guys to help me by just engaging with me, and I just think it's just so strange that so many of us are having similar struggles, but no one's talking about it, no one's helping each other out. Like, I just think it's ridiculous. And so I just want to push that envelope a bit more and try to do that, try to get this thing started. Anyway, back to the title of this video, why I dropped out of medical school. So basically, you can tell I am brown, so I'm Middle Eastern, I come from an Asian household, blah, 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 blah. So obviously, my parents are big pushers of, gotta do well at school, gotta get a stable job. All this stuff matters a lot to us. And, mazel tov, I get the reasoning for that. But I was, in a way, pushed towards a career, maybe, a little too early. And by dropping that seed onto me, by implanting that seed into me, it's something that's turned into a poison for me in my life. Something that has been holding me back from my true purpose, I think. And just one second. I have to move my cat. Sorry. And honestly, I'm a pretty happy, bubbly person usually. And medicine has, even this video, the way I started it, I can already tell the way I was talking that every time I talk about it, it's like a dark cloud over my head. it's insane. Like I don't understand how I'm in this position anymore, but I am now, and it's just something I have to deal with and move on. And that's the thing. I'm trying to move on, trying to go find my actual purpose. But anyway, back to the story. Okay, so I am brown, blah blah blah, and I was always told, you know, Ismail, you're smart, you like people, obviously, and you know, you should just become a doctor. It's a good mix of those two things, and you also like science, so why not? So I was always told, go ahead and be a doctor. And needless to say, that didn't turn out as my parents thought it would. But let's look at the reasoning why, right? Let's go back. Let's go way back, before college even. Let's go to high school. So my senior year of high school, I'm really into soccer. I'm playing soccer. Colleges are looking at me. I'm really doing well at it. And my whole focus is around this sport. I love it. It's my passion. Love it, love it, love it. And here comes the SAT. Something I need for college. I always knew I was going to take it, but I didn't think I was going to need to prep so long before taking it. My parents, my dad especially, was like, listen, put soccer on hold, put it to the side for a bit. You've got to take the SAT and you've got to smash it, because you need to tell colleges you're a pre-med student. They need to take you seriously, blah, blah, blah. And I just want you to crush it. I want you to crush the SAT. While promoting me to crush the SAT, he kind of crushed my dreams a bit of playing soccer for however long I wanted to play it for. He wasn't even supportive of me finishing my senior year of soccer. I was a star player on my team, one of the star players at least on my team. And you know, that was the first thing that I was like, I felt in my heart. I was like, am I doing something just to make someone else happy, or is this the right move for me? That was the first time I felt that way. But I was like, you know what? I'll study hard for the SATs. I'll also play soccer. I'll balance the two, okay? So I did well in the SAT. I did it, took it. It was fine. Then I, you know, finished on my soccer season. And like I told my dad, or my dad told me rather, on my college applications, I wrote pre-med everywhere. Without even, you know, exploring the other careers out there. Without even doing that, I wrote pre-med. I'm done. Pre-med. And so when I went to college, by the way, I still played soccer in college. I got a scholarship to play soccer. I played soccer, and I studied really hard, honestly. My first year in college, it was really tough. Just balancing the two out and really doing well at school, and obviously trying to still be competitive play at a competitive level at college. It was tough, and to give some context behind it, I mean, although I'm a bright kid, you know, I've been diagnosed with dyslexia, ADHD, and you know, that's just like, it was tough. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was tough. But, you know, I pushed through, I persevered, but I came to a point at the end of that first year of college where I was like, soccer or med school. Because if I'm going to take either one seriously enough as a profession, that I need to go balls to the wall at one of them at least, right? So with my parents' influence, I picked medical school. So that was the first big mistake of my life, I believe. Maybe not a mistake, I guess, but it didn't feel right. And so, oh man, I have two cats, by the way. Never mind. I'm not gonna. Sorry. Like I said, I have ADHD. So anyway, So that was the first time I was like, made a decision that doesn't sit well with me. And that became a habit. That first time I did that, made a decision for someone else, I made a decision for myself, but I made it with the influence of someone else. That thing became a habit and was a start of me doing that same thing over and over and over and over and over again. So, second year comes, I was depressed, I was sad, I didn't have the one sport I loved so much, and guess what? My grades even suffered. That just shows you guys, like, your mentality. I don't know who's going to be watching this. If there's students watching this, don't give up on the things that really make you happy. Balance it out or do it in some kind of proportion, so you do both of them, or whatever sacrifices you have to make to keep yourself happy, do it. Because my grades suffered my second year because I'm adamant they suffered because I didn't have that thing that was making me happy constantly, although I was busy as hell my first year. Anyway, second year my health suffered. I was depressed, I was sad, my grades suffered. Third year comes around, I bring soccer back into my life. I start playing, honestly, in these like semi-professional tournaments. It was great. I really got back into the game. Probably maybe even at a higher level than my college level. It was crazy. Third year, my grades were phenomenal. Astronomical performance, right? Really good. Fourth year comes around, I'm still doing good. But the reality of applying to medical school comes. And I sit down with myself and I'm honest with myself, and I just feel like it's not right for me. Because I had other interests, I had entrepreneurial goals, I like business, I like philosophy, I liked other things, right? That's, I had other interests. And, one mentor of mine, who's also a doctor, told me, if there's anything else you think you'd rather do than medicine, because it's that type of career that you really need to just dedicate yourself 100%, he's like, go do that thing. Go do that thing, at least before you do this. Go do it. This is a doctor telling me that. But because I had that seed planted in my mind by my parents, especially my father, and this is nothing against him. He had good intentions while I was doing this, but I'm just saying, Asian families watching, Asian parents watching, Asian kids watching, have that real talk with your parents or your family members that ease off a bit, because you need to discover who you are, what you really want to do. Anyway, so fourth year comes, I'm indecisive about it. I tell my parents, listen, I can't apply this year. They're like, why? Why? What the hell? Why? Why aren't you applying this year? And I'm just like, classes, and I need to take extra classes, and I want to do this and that. I didn't tell them I was indecisive about medicine. I told my mom, told my sisters about it, but I didn't tell my dad. He was the real stickler, so I was like, I can't tell him right now. Too much pressure. And again, another mistake. So I take a gap year. I take a whole year out, right? So I got accepted to a few medical schools because I did apply, and I got accepted, but I took a year out, right? And in this year, I felt like, oh wow, I'm gonna discover myself. I'll really find out if medicine is right for me. I'll really find out this year if it's right for me. And that just didn't happen because I wasn't honest with my dad. My dad was just confused. He's like, what are you doing? Just sitting in the house for a year? Like, what are you gonna do? And he had a good point because I wasn't being real with him. I wasn't being honest with him. I didn't tell him what my true intentions were. And so, so that year goes on and on and on. And I wish, like I said in the beginning of this video, I wish I would have started this channel at the beginning of that year, because my God, you guys would have learned so much, and I would have learned so much. And through this helping, we would have helped each other, and it would have been so much better for me to have some outlet. But no, I didn't do it because I was like, I'm not ready to show myself to the world because I can't give them advice, I can't help them out. But that was so stupid of me. That was so unwise of me, because just by seeing this journey, my development, cat hair everywhere. It would have been brilliant just to document it and let the world see it, really. Because honestly, how many graduate students at a professional level like that can say they dropped out within a week, or they dropped out in the first year and now they're pursuing their goals and dreams? And how many document it? This isn't for just graduate students. This isn't just for med students. This isn't just for people in the professional world. This is for people who are in bad jobs, in bad situations, who want to change their life. They're just, something's holding them back. Their parents are holding them back. Their mom's holding them back. Their dad's holding them back. Their grandmother, their sisters, their brothers. The social pressure from their friends, whatever, to keep up with them. I'm just here to explain and to really, document the journey and show people that yes, it is possible. Yes, you can get out of those situations. Yes, you can be successful. And I'm going to say it right now. I'm going to say it right now. I'm recording this video with a freaking iPhone, and there's a Yankee Candle thing right behind it. I don't have equipment. I don't have proper equipment to do this, but I'm still doing it because I know the value of it and I know where it's going to go. I can tell you in 6 months, this channel is going to be at a new level. In a year, it's going to be at a new level. In a year and a half, it's going to be at a new level. And we're going to grow. We're going to continue to grow. We're going to help each other out. It's going to be insane. This is going to be the realest channel, one of the realest channels on this platform. Why? Because I'm not trying to sell you guys anything. I'm not trying to do this for views, for subscribers. I'm doing this for a genuine reason, and it's to help you guys. It's to help me as well in the documentation of the process. Back to the story, because I go on long tangents because I have ADHD. Right, so I go into medical school at the end of this year after the gap year, right? Didn't really accomplish much in the gap year, to be honest. I traveled a lot. I'm sure where we're taking you guys. I learned a lot actually, but I didn't do anything professionally. Like, I didn't work a lot. I didn't work on my businesses a lot. Honestly, I was frozen by my anxiety of going to medical school, which was something I didn't actually want to do. So, because I was so frozen in that mentality, and it was so demoralizing for me. It was literally like the last year, my God, it was like turmoil. Literally turmoil, hell, like it was crazy. And I wish I would have recorded it and documented it, but I didn't. And I apologize. I honestly, like, genuinely, like, I wish I could explain how much I regret that and how much I apologize for that, because it would have been so valuable for you guys, honestly, for you guys, and for myself as well, just to see it. But anyway, so I go into medical school, first week, actually forget the first week, first day, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be here for much longer, because I know in my heart that this wasn't right for me, and I'm in the atmosphere, I can feel it. I talked to some faculty, I talked to some students, some second, third year, fourth year students there, and I'm like, wow, this is really not for me. I'm meant to be an entrepreneur, a business person. I want to help people. Maybe I'll do something businessy in science and healthcare, or, I plan on doing something similar to that. I'm not going to say too much right now, but I do plan on doing something like that. But actually being a doctor in the professional world with these restrictions, with these rules, and something I honestly just didn't enjoy as much as I thought I would when I first started out in school and undergrad, it wasn't worth it for me. So I sit down with the dean. I sit down with the dean, and I sit down with a couple other doctors that are teaching at the school, right? So they're the academic doctors is what they're technically referred to as. So they're teaching at the school. So I'm sitting with, the board members of the school, basically. The dean's there, the president of student affairs is there, a couple of doctors are there, and I'm talking to them, and they're just like, what is wrong with you? Son, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, excuse me? I tell them my whole story, and I tell them I'm not comfortable with the profession, but they're just like, you're throwing away this opportunity? You're throwing away basically a guaranteed $250,000 salary at minimum? upon graduation, obviously. And I was just like, yes, because it's not right for me, and I have respect for this profession, and I have respect for future patients, and I have respect for, you know, I don't want to do an injustice to future patients. I don't want to do an injustice to myself by following a path that wasn't actually meant to be for me. And so, you know, after saying all that, they were like, okay, fine, we kind of understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, I could tell they didn't. So I signed on the dotted line where it says I'm withdrawing. I get my funds back within the first week. Thank God, I didn't waste any money. And that was it. And I called my parents, right? I had that real conversation with my father, and he's taking a course at Harvard. You can obviously tell he values academia, right? He's taking a course at Harvard, a leadership course. Great people are there, amazing people. People from a strong academic background, obviously, who value it. And I tell him, you know, I tell him everything. And I'm crying. I'm basically crying. I have tears in my eyes. And I'm just like, listen, I love you, but this isn't right for me. And he was just like, he was honestly almost belligerent. He was that pissed off. And he shuts off the phone, and I'm sitting in my car in the parking lot of my school that I just dropped out of, sorry. And I'm crying, and I'm just like, God, like, this shouldn't be this hard. We live in the 21st century where you can literally pursue anything you want to pursue, at least. Maybe you won't be successful, but damn, no one's gonna stop you from pursuing what you wanna do. But here's my father, who I love, and he's telling me, listen, I don't support your decision to drop out, basically, of a path that you know that's not right for you, to pursue something that you know, doesn't really have any guarantees. And he puts some random person on the phone, really. He was a doctor, he's a software engineer, he's I don't know, his story was insane, to be honest. And he tells me to talk to him. I'm like, fine, I'll talk to him. And he's like, listen, son, you're making the biggest mistake of your young life probably right now. You need to not take this, decision so lightly. I'm like, lightly? I've been thinking about this for like years now. I took a year off to think about it. I got anxiety and depression during that year because of it. I'll get to that in another video, really. And he was just like, listen, you don't know, like, I'm wise, I'm 40 whatever years old, I'm telling you from here, you're looking at it from here. And I'm just like, dude, like, I understand that, I respect your experience. But like, at some point, I know myself, you don't know me, you just met me through the phone. Like, listen, I know what decision I need to take. And that was the end of it. My dad gets back on the phone, but you know, I don't want to even go into that right now. Not in this video, at least. This video is long as hell already. So I'll make another video. If you guys want to know the long story about this, the detailed story, I will tell you guys. And I think you guys would really appreciate it, and you guys will get a lot of value from it, and I will explain it all. But just, you know, just for the length of this video and just my general dryness of mouth, I'm gonna end it short, and I'll make a follow-up video. I'll make it tomorrow, because I'll make a video. You know what? I'll make a video every single day to document this journey, document what I'm doing every day, my businesses, my business life, my dreams, my goals. I'm probably gonna have to get a job pretty soon to support that stuff for the time being. And so I'll document that as well. I'll document everything, because I want to show people literally it's possible. Don't stay in a situation where you're unhappy. So back to the story, I drop out of medical school, right? It's done. I tell my parents, tell my mom, tell my grandmother, tell my family and friends. Okay? There's a lot of garbage that comes with doing all that, which I'm not going into that in this video because it's long and I don't want to make this video any longer right now, but I will explain it in later videos, especially if you guys want it. And so I do that, I drop out, and now I'm here a week later, right? A week later, I'm here. And back to the purpose of making this channel and video, I literally spent a week applying to different jobs, doing different things, working on my ideas, my purpose, my long-term plan and my short-term plan. Within that, I knew I needed some consistency. I knew I needed some outlet to record, to document my process, my journey. I don't know how many times I've said that in this video, but I literally, it's gonna be so valuable to whoever's watching, and especially people in the same situation. It's gonna be, honestly, what I'm doing here is gonna be, it's applicable to every single person on this planet, really. Like, honestly, not that I'm after subscribers or views, but if you don't subscribe right now, even though I don't have any credibility on this platform, whatever, but if you don't subscribe right now, you're missing out. You are missing out. I'm just saying that right now, because I'm gonna make this so raw, and I'm gonna make it so consistent every single day, another video out, and show you guys where I am in the journey. I'm starting from zero, and I'm going to wherever the hell it is that I want to go. And I'm gonna show you guys from the bottom to the top how I get there. And this, honestly, if I pull this off, this is gonna be one of the best stories on YouTube. I guarantee it. It's gonna be one of the best stories on this platform. Anyway, guys, I love you guys. I literally love every single one of you watching this right now. I wish I could show you like how shitty my setup is to make this video right now, just so you can understand like how bare bones this whole thing is, but I still am doing it because I value it at such a high level, and I value you guys at such a high level that I'm doing it starting today. I'm not waiting to get another camera. I'm not waiting to save up for a microphone. I'm doing it today. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow.